Hey, what's going on? Listen, guys. So it's 2023, right? So it's 2023, and all I hear is men should be leaders and men should take charge and they need to provide and and they need to lead and all is fine. I totally agree. But this is where we get into we can't have it all. So we have to pick a side, right? Because like I've said in videos in the past, if you were raised in my generation, you were taught that you have to support women and we have to support women businesses and we have to do all these things. And there are two resources that you can't control. That's time, which is an infinite resource that we only get a little bit of, and there's money, which is not an infinite resource. Some people will have a lot and some people will have none. So if men are supposed to do these things, because as some people say, men only have one job in this world, and that's to produce. Okay, so if I was to say and spread a message to all my fellas, we're going to support family men first, men second, and not support anything that a woman has to do with. How would that make me look? Because you can't. The money is going to be spent. The only thing that happens is where it's going to be spent. So if we have this society that is, we need to support women and women struggle in business and all this. So then you have bigger companies giving money towards women and trying to help women with their finances and all these social programs geared towards helping women. Okay, well, guess what? That is kind of taking resources from one side and giving it to the other side, which means that there's a competition. But women have society on their side, so they really don't go through the true competition. And women aren't getting what they want. Because either we can support women, which means that we help women build businesses up, but we only do that by taking away from probably the men that already have been in business. We can't have it all. Society really needs to make up its mind. Either we're going to be partners and coexist and cohabitate and work together, or if you really want the men to take charge of the economy, to take charge of situations, that means it's going to be more women businesses going out. Because if I chose to operate like that, and then let's say I can convince 50% of the country to operate like that, there's going to be a lot of women businesses closing. There's going to be a lot of women not getting opportunities, because this is what people have fought for women to have the opportunities and to get into the same spaces that men are in. Okay, now that that's happening, if I have a plumbing company and a woman has a plumbing company and we serve the same area, if people really want to support women, guess what? I'm not going to get their business except for if she messes up so bad that they're like, yo, listen, we can't go back to her. Like she cool, she nice, she pretty, but she didn't get the job done. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to get the money. So that's part of the argument that doesn't make sense, because people say, well, men are supposed to produce. Well, you also have women that want to produce, and you have social programs for women to produce. You know what I'm saying? For a good period of time, bigger companies were getting tax breaks as a double minority. One minority was white women, the double minority was black women, and everything that wasn't a black woman was kind of as a single minority: black men, Mexican men, yada yada yada. Or let me say women of color, because a Hispanic woman could have been. I don't know how that works for the Hispanics, but so you really had companies taking the tax breaks, you know, because why not? If I got to pay you the same, I can at least get the extra tax breaks. So guess what? Some women got jobs that they really shouldn't have got. If we're being honest, I'm glad that they got them, because some of them may have kids and they need to provide for their homes. But if two women got a job, well, then that mean that two men didn't get a job, right? Because now you have to have equal representation, or you have to have a quota of so many type of things, and that kind of messes up things. right? So women in this country need to decide what they want. Do you guys want partners, or do you guys want people that are better than you? Like, which is what women want to say. You want somebody taller, you want somebody stronger, you want somebody smarter, you want somebody to be able to make as much as you do and more. Okay. So if you want that to happen, then women gotta start taking the back seat. Or you're gonna have men like me coming out saying, I'm not supporting women companies. I'm looking for family men first. Because I kind of been thinking about, thinking this way anyway. Uh, family men first, men second. Because men will spend on women. Women don't like spending on men. So why are we supporting all these female businesses and all these boss babes when they don't like spending money on men? Like, it 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 kind of don't make sense. If women don't want to spend money on men, if women don't want to run a household and take care of the bills, and if women will criticize men for not being able to compete in a market that's geared towards helping women, which takes away from the men. Like, you got Goldman Sachs. Listen, I don't know no single person that I believe has more money than Goldman Sachs, man or woman, right? And they're going to give 10 million or $10 billion towards women of color in their businesses. Okay, how do you compete with that? They're not doing that for the men. So I'm always trying to find the balance of something. I could always be wrong. I say this all the time. I could always be wrong. Maybe the way I'm looking at things may not sound right, but to me, that's how money works. You're going to have the super wealthy, you're going to have the super poor, and you're going to have everybody in between. Nobody's going to have it all. Some people may have a lot, some people may not have a lot, and it's us in the middle that got to work that out. You know what I'm saying? Uh, but it's not an infinite resource. If I make $1, that means I took $1 from somebody. It's a trade-off. So women, do you want the trade-off, or do you want to keep being supported? Like, because that's going to always cause an issue, because it's an open market. Dudes don't have a bro code. Like, the bro code really got us in this mess, because men make money to spend on women and to crap on other men, and women make money and stick together and don't like spending money on men. You know what I'm saying? So bros don't have a bro code, but if we do get a bro code, then the women in y'all finances and in y'all's endeavors is really going to suffer. Because to get money, you have to take it from somebody else, and that's just the reality of it. You know what I'm saying? So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like I said, I could always be wrong. I just try to think about things like just on the most basic level possible. Because then when you get up to try to, do different stuff and have different arguments, I always try to get it back to the balance of it. You got money over here and no money over here. And when you do got money over here, then you might not have no money over here. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, let me know what y'all think in the comments.